Hello friends, this video on motion in a straight line part 20 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exams. Please make sure that you have watched all the videos from part 1 to 19 before going ahead with 20. Now let us try to solve certain problems based on relative velocity. A police van is running on a highway with a speed of 36 km per hour. Fires a bullet at a thief's car speeding away in the same direction with a speed of 180 km per hour. If the muzzle speed of the bullet is 130 meter per second, calculate the speed with which the bullet will hit the car. So let us first try to visualize the situation. This is the police van and this is the thief's car. Now the police van is running with a speed of 36 km per hour. So the speed of this police van is 36 km per hour. Fires a bullet at a thief's car speeding away in the same direction with a speed of 180 km per hour. Now the thief's car is running at a speed of 180 km per hour. If the muzzle speed of the bullet is 130 meter per second, calculate. Now the bullet will be fired in this way. Let us see. This is how it is running after him. The bullet gets fired. Now this bullet, the muzzle speed of this bullet is 130 meter per second. Now calculate the speed with which the bullet will hit the car. That means we just now saw that this bullet is hitting the car. So we have to calculate the speed of this bullet. Now let us try to do this. What we see here is velocity of the bullet. One more thing is, here we have it in kilometer per hour, but here we have it in meter per second. So whenever we start the calculation, we'll convert everything into meter per second. That will make our task easier. Now velocity of the police van is equal to 36 km per hour. That is equal to 36 into 1000 divided by 60 into 60 meter per second. So that comes out to be 10 meter per second. Now velocity that is the muzzle velocity. What is muzzle velocity? The velocity with which the bullet just starts. So that velocity of the bullet is 130 meter per second. Therefore, now this is only the velocity with which the bullet is fired. Now since the bullet is fired from the police van, which already has a velocity of 10 meter per second, therefore the resultant velocity of bullet would be 130 plus 10, that is equal to 140 meter per second. This is the total velocity with which the bullet will move. Now we have to calculate the speed with which the bullet will hit the car. Now when the bullet hits the car, then we have to calculate the velocity, since the car is also moving, this car is also in motion. So when the bullet will hit this car, which is already in motion, we will have to find the velocity of the bullet relative to this car. That means this is the velocity of the bullet with respect to the ground. This is the resultant velocity of bullet without considering this car, which is already in motion. Now when it is hitting this car, which is already in motion, then the relative velocity of bullet with respect to the thief car will be equal to, since both are moving in the same direction. We already studied. Just recall, velocity of 1 with respect to 2 is equal to velocity of 1 minus velocity of 2. This is what we have already studied. So velocity of bullet with respect to car will be resultant velocity of bullet minus velocity of car. Now what is the velocity of bullet? That is this resultant velocity. So this will be 140 minus velocity of the car. Now what is the velocity of the car? Velocity of car is equal to 180 km per hour. So we will just convert velocity of the car is equal to 180 km per hour. Let us convert it into meter per second. That is 180 into 1000 divided by 60 into 60. So this is 50 meter per second. Therefore, this will be 140 minus 50, which is equal to 90 meter per second. Therefore, the bullet will hit the car with a speed of 90 meter per second. I hope it is clear to you now. When the bullet is fired, the speed of the bullet alone was 130 meter per second. Since it is fired from a van which is already in motion, therefore the resultant velocity of the bullet will be 130 plus 10. Now, since the bullet is hitting a car which is already in motion, therefore the velocity of the bullet will be relative to the car, and that relative velocity would be Vb minus Vc, which is equal to 90 meter per second. So please be very careful while solving questions on relative velocity, because there you need to think over which velocity you have to find out and with respect to what. So let us now look at another problem. A river is flowing from south to north at a speed of 5 meter per minute. Let us suppose this is a river which is flowing from south to north. A man on the west bank of the river, maybe somebody on this bank of the river, capable of swimming at 10 meter per minute in still water, wants to swim across the river in the shortest time. So this man wants to swim across the river. He wants to come to this bank. Now he is capable of swimming 10 meters per minute in still water. That means if the water is not moving at all, in that case he can swim at the rate of 10 meter per minute. So he wants to swim this river in the shortest time. So in what direction should he swim? So now let us visualize the diagram the figure given here. Let us convert it into a simplified diagram. So let us suppose that this is the river. This is the person who wants to cross the river. Let us assume that in still water he was able to cross the river with a velocity of 10 meter per second. Now since right now the river is flowing in this direction, so it is very obvious that he will have to make some angle with what he was swimming earlier. So let us suppose that this angle is equal to theta. We assume this angle as theta. Now earlier this man was able, in still water, he was able to swim with a velocity of 10 meter per minute. Now if this is theta, then now after the river is flowing from south to north, the velocity in this direction, that is along the line AB, velocity along the line AB will become V, that is the earlier V, that was Vs cos theta. That means 10 cos theta. Now the person wants to do this in shortest time. Now the time taken to cross the river from A to B, time taken would be equal to distance from A to B divided by velocity along AB. So this time taken t will be equal to distance from A to B is AB divided by velocity along AB is 10 cos theta. Now the person wants time should be minimum, that is the shortest time. In the question you can see he wants to cross it in the shortest time. So time he wants to be minimum. So for time to be minimum, 10 cos theta should have maximum value. Now 10 cos theta would be maximum when cos theta is equal to 1. And cos theta 1 would mean that theta is equal to 0 degree. 0 degree means this angle theta is 0 degree. That is how the person will swim. The person should swim at an angle of 90 degree to the flow of the river. That means this is the direction of flow of the river and this is how the person should swim. Therefore, the person should swim perpendicular to the direction of river flow. Understand it once again. Let us suppose this is the river, water is flowing in this direction. A man wants to swim from this bank to this bank. In still water, suppose he is moving with a velocity of Vs. Since the river is flowing along this direction, so he will get a push in that direction. So let us suppose that his flow in still water will get deviated through an angle theta. Therefore, the velocity along this direction would be Vs cos theta, that is 10 cos theta. Now, the time taken to reach from A to B would be distance AB divided by velocity along AB. Now, AB will remain as AB and this is 10 cos theta. He wants to cover it in shortest possible time. So, for T to be minimum, 10 cos theta should be maximum. That is, cos theta should be 1 and theta should be 0 degree. This theta 0 means this angle is 0 degree. That means he should travel in this direction. That means the direction of the man is perpendicular to the direction of the flow of the river. So I hope the concept of relative velocity is now quite clear with the examples. Thank you. Visit examfear.com to watch free educational videos, try free online tests, get the best quality study materials, study from the best tutors and mentors, and much more. Thanks once again.